Welcome to the June edition of On the Spot. This edition of On the Spot is designed to introduce you to our path forward, which is really a story map of the Sutter Health strategic direction. You may wonder, why are we talking about this on the spot? Well, we're talking about this because you've asked about it, whether it be through questions that say, what's our direction, what's our strategic plan, or whether it be through the Employee Opinion Survey, the EOW survey, where there's questions around, is the mission and purpose of the organization one that brings real meaning to our work? And another one, do we understand the direction that the organization's headed in? So this edition is around talking about that and sharing the strategic direction of Sutter Health. In the most basic form, it's about bringing exceptional value to every client and to every encounter. That's a strategic plan. But let's dig deeper. Let's take a little deeper look in it. What I'd like to show you here is the story map. It moves from the left to the right, and it really talks about how we go from where we are today to the future state. Let me just take you to that right-hand side of this for a moment. The future state's about a delivery system that basically envelops a community, a household, an individual, providing care that's affordable, that's accessible, that's personalized, that's high quality. That's the direction that we're headed. Well, that is an interesting thought, but how do we get there? Well, we're going to get there by focusing on really some fundamental things. Not hundreds of things, but a handful of really important things. And there's three areas of priority that we need to think about. One's personalize every interaction. Personalize care, personalize our interactions, so we really connect human to human. Another is transformation. That's looking at how we can transform the way we do things so that we can always make it higher quality, better service, and more efficient. And the third is growth, how we can grow and expand the influence we have in our communities. Where those three priorities intersect is really where optimum value is, and that's really where this plan is taking us. Let's take a look at it from a different viewpoint, which is really like an equation. It's additive. We have transformation, we have personalization, we have growth, all equaling collectively, altogether, exceptional value. Okay, but for those priority areas to move, to really take us down this journey, we need to do some things. We need some initiatives that will take us there. So there's three breakthrough initiatives that we can focus on that will help take us there. We have total care accountability, customer experience, and innovation and partnership. Let me comment on each briefly. Total care accountability. This is really about looking at the entire experience of care. It's about patient-centered care. It's about care that is affordable. The customer experience. This is about personalization. It's about accessibility. And it's about meeting the patient and customer's need. And innovation and partnership. That's around creating new ways of delivering care, new delivery system, new models. The medical home is an example. And partnerships that may look at research and development to further advance the level of knowledge and care throughout our health system. So these breakthrough initiatives are going to be crucial to taking us down that journey towards that strategy that's in the value map. Well, it's not going to be an easy journey. There's going to be problems. We know that. I mean, today we have the economy, which we're coming out of a very, very serious recession. Healthcare reform, which is completely confusing right now with the Supreme Court hearing and deliberating on it. Employers and payers want more, want to pay less. Delivery system models are shifting and changing. Some are untested, some seem risky. How do we find our way through that? And of course, the consumers are better informed all the time. The expectations are growing. And our need to deliver personalized care is very, very high. Formidable challenges, yes. But we can work through them if we stick to the basics. We do what we can do well. The bottom line gets to, what can I do? What can you do to make a difference to take us down this journey towards a strategy of exceptional value for every encounter? So three things that we can do. Each of us can do. You can do them. I can do them. We can use our talents and our skills for every interaction to be creative, to bring forward our compassion, and to be collaborative in how we work with communities, with patients, with co-workers in terms of delivering services. So these are three things that all of us can do. If we think about how we do these in a way that brings that personalized care, and do them in a way that changes and transforms and improves the way care is given. And if we can do it in a way that really brings that value to every encounter, that is a way that each of us individually helps move us down that journey to that future state of always having optimum value with every encounter. So let's go back to that end state of the story map about our strategy. And that map, again, is about integrated delivery system with many components, all working together to be affordable, accessible, personalized, and to deliver what's needed when it's needed to the community, to the individual, to the family that's within that community. So that is really the sum of the strategy for Sutter Health. To move where we are today, to negotiate those challenges that we have ahead of us, and in doing that, constantly doing it using our creativity, our compassion, our collaboration to deliver that optimum value. I'd like to end with maybe a personal story. I reflect back many years ago, too many to count, when I was 21 years old and just emerging as a physical therapist in the last stages of my training. And some of the first patients that I cared for, that I had full responsibility for their care. One patient in particular, a man who had a pretty serious stroke, and his wife. They were in physical therapy every day working with them. And that man progressed very nicely. I'd like to think I had something to do with it. In retrospect, I'm not sure, but he did do well. And ended up going home with his wife, living independently. But that patient left an impression on me, because I really worked with him for quite a long while, about how we make a difference in people's lives by applying our talents, our creativity, our compassion, and caring about what we do. And that's what we do day in and day out. Our strategy is about that. It's about moving that forward and constantly looking at how we can do it even better in terms of really making it personal and bringing value to each patient. So that's kind of a summary of the strategy of where we're headed. I invite you to engage on this journey as we move along this pathway. And I thank you for taking the time to tune in, to listen, and look forward to connecting with you next month with